Okay, the finance worksheet, this is number 1. There's the 9,000 he puts in. There's the interest rate. Don't forget the percentage sign. And that's the number of years. So there's the answer. Number 2. Here they give you what his investment becomes, and they're looking for what he put in the first place. Do you see what's in between this P and this bracket here? It's a multiplication sign. So you know the rules of equations says you can bring all of this underneath the 28,800. So there it is. Just bring it down underneath, stick it on your calculator, and that's the answer. Here Tatum puts that amount in, that interest rate for that long, and it becomes that. Okay, then what happens after that is the interest rate changed. This now becomes your present value, you see, and you treat the equation exactly the same as usual, just putting the minus, because this minus is now going to bring this money down. So there's the interest rate, that's for how long, so that's how much she'll have at the end. Okay, number 4 is a HP question. The TV costs 8.5, deposit, interest is quoted at that. They want to know what the monthly payments will be, and also how much interest she paid. So 15% of the 8,500 is 1,275, so that's the deposit. Alright, so that gets subtracted from the cost of the TV. So 8,500 minus that leaves you 7,225. So that's how much money Tatum, this is Jamie, how much money Jamie still owes. So that goes into the simple interest formula at the interest rate for 1.5 years, okay, and it grows to that. So Jamie only owed 7,225, but because of interest she's going to pay back 8,135. Okay, so if she pays that back over 1.5 years, which is 18 months, so you divide it by 18, and that is what she will pay every month for 1.5 years. Then they also wanted to know how much interest she paid. Don't get that mixed up with interest rate. They're not asking about the interest rate. We know that the interest rate was 8.4%. They're asking for how much interest she paid, which is a monetary amount. It's an amount of money. So if she owed 7,225, okay, but she ended up paying back the 8,135 because of the interest, the difference between those two is how much interest she paid, which is 910 Rand 35. She could have saved that 910 Rand if she just paid cash right up front for the thing. But because she didn't, she paid an extra 910, which is the interest that she paid. Okay, number 5, you've just got to be careful of the numbers that they give you. You see they talk about 30 months. Now you mustn't put months into these simple and compound interest formulas. You must put years into these formulas. 30 months is 2.5 years. So you must put 2.5 into the formula, not 30. Alright, and the rest of it's the same. Don't forget the minus, because the money is depreciating. It's decreasing by 4%. So there's your answer, which is less than the original. That's for number 6. They're just wanting you to convert different currencies, and what they've done, I used this first column over here. So this column here, they're telling you how many, either US dollar, euro or pound, how many of them you get in 1 rand. So 1 rand is 0.05 blah 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 dollars, or 1 rand is 0.051295 euros, or 1 rand is 0.0463 blah 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 pounds. Now if they want you to convert 2,000 rand into euros, which is the first question, all I do is I write down the relevant conversion that they gave me. They told me that 1 rand was equal to 0.051295 euros. That was from the table that we just read. So then I just do basic ratio. Underneath the 1 rand, I put 2,000 rand, because that's what they want me to convert, 2,000 rands into euros. So what do you do to this one here? What do you do to this 1 rand to make it 2,000 rand? All I did was I multiplied it by 2,000, correct? That means all you do to this, to the right hand side here, is multiply it also by 2,000. So when you take that and you times it by 2,000, you get 102.59. B was a little bit trickier, and you're going to see why now. They want you to convert 460 pounds into rands. So again, I find the relevant conversion that they gave me. It was the 1 rand being 0.046306 pounds. Okay, that was given to me. Then underneath the pounds there, I put the 460. And now I just say to myself, what do I do to this here to make it 460? So if you remember back to the ratio section, the first thing I do is I divide this by itself. So I divide by 0.046, and then that becomes 1. And once I've done that, then you just times it by 460. And then you must do the same thing on the other side to this 1 rand. First you divide it by 0.046306, and then you times it by 460, and you'll get that number of rands, 9,933.92. Number C was a little bit trickier still, because they want you to convert dollars into euros, and there was no conversion that they gave you that did dollars to euros. They only gave you dollars to rands and euros to rands. So this is a double barrel question. To go from dollars into euros, first we must go from dollars into rands, and once we've got the rands, then we go from the rands into the euros. Okay, so the first thing you've got to do is convert that $20 into rands. Okay, so again, I write the conversion that they gave us, that 1 rand is equal to that many dollars, you see. Then underneath the dollars, I put the 20. Now what did I do to that 0.057762? What did I do to that to make it into, to turn it into 20? Simple, you just divide it by itself, agreed? So it becomes 1. And then when it's 1, you just times it by 20 and it's become 20. You see the trick? Divide it by itself and then times it by the other one. So you do the exact same thing to the rand on the other side. First you divide that 1 rand here by 0.057762, and then times it by 20, and you'll get that many rands, 346.25. So that's how many rands $20 are. Now that I have that, I've just got to convert those rands into euros, and then I've solved the question. So now I find the conversion they gave me with rands and euros, and there it is. 1 rand was that many euros, and then underneath the 1 rand I put the 346, you know, the one that I have there, and all I've got to see is what did I do to that, because whatever I did to that 1 rand to make it that, I'm going to do the same to that to get that. So what do you do to the 1 to make it 346.25? Simple, just times it by 346.25, because it's already a 1. So all you do to that 0.051295 is times it by 346.25, and you'll get 17.76 euros. Done.